Greetings, fellow Chads. What if I told you that every piece of financial advice you heard from your parents, teachers and friends may be total BS? First of all, let me clarify something. If you want to go to college, get a degree, and work for the majority of your life, I will not stop you. Go for it, and live your life as you want. If you want to become a doctor or engineer, great. However, if you want to become financially independent, rich, or just want to have financial stability, hear me out for a couple of minutes. There are two lanes in life you have to avoid on your financial journey. This lane is all about having debt, being in servitude of your purchases and going into poverty. Unfortunately, this is the road most commonly walked. The majority of people have either no net worth or negative net worth. They live paycheck to paycheck and do nothing against it. If you ask them why, they will probably respond with the excuse, I don't have time. Yet watching TV/Netflix, playing games or going out to party seems like they have plenty of time. Instant gratification is a real problem in the world, especially when it comes to time and money. Time is the equilibrium of the world. It doesn't matter if you are flat broke or Elon Musk. Everyone has 24 hours in one day, and how you spend it is totally up to you. If you start a side hustle next to work and earn an extra $100 per month from it, that's a great start. It doesn't matter when you start. The deciding factor is that you start. You can be in your 20s, 30s, or even your 50s. My next point is about money itself. Essential items aside, if you have to think about affordability, you can't afford it. No, you don't need that fancy car with a heated steering wheel for an insane interest rate. You also don't need fancy designer clothes. Furthermore, it doesn't matter how much you earn. If you have poor financial management, you can make $20K per month and still have almost no money left at the end of the month. Money problems cannot be solved with more money. Wealth is not about the things you purchase, it's about the freedom to buy those things. The slow lane is all about being in the rat race and living in misery with the hope of becoming a millionaire after 40 years. This is the conventional advice everyone will give you. Spend a lot of cash on education, get a job, work for 40 years, cut every unnecessary expense and put 10% of your salary into the S&P 500 or some other ETF. Sorry kid, but a wheelchair doesn't fit inside a Lamborghini. There are a couple of problems with this approach. First of all, getting a degree or having a fancy education will put you in a lot of debt and you still have to hope for a job afterwards. Secondly, slow laners often believe the only way to achieve a higher income is by working multiple jobs or by working overtime. Tell me, is it worth it to put yourself under this much stress for little additional money? You will ruin your health and your relationships for basically nothing. Thirdly, the stock market is a great way to make money. The rich use it all the time, especially now when everything is at an insane discount. The problem is that getting to the point where big exponential returns are made will take forever if you start with small amounts. Imagine if you could start with the S&P 500 with 5K every month, which is possible with the fast lane. Lastly, living below your means is great advice and should be followed to avoid the sidewalk. However, never forget expansion. Living in misery with the majority of your meals being cheap fast food like instant ramen doesn't sound so nice. When you expand, you don't only cut expenses, but you also grow your income exponentially. Your means of living grow with you. The fast lane is all about making a business, exponential growth, and being in control. I know having a business can be scary, but you have to be bold if you want financial independence. If you can solve a problem for thousands of people, you will make a lot of money. If you start a software company, for example, and scale it up over 5 years, you can easily make your current annual salary every month, with the condition that you put in the hard work in the beginning. Never stop educating yourself with books and other sources. Make the right choices and solve a problem. If your company grows to a certain extent, sooner or later you will be asked if you want to sell it in a final liquidation event. These numbers are often in the 7 figures. This was only a small insight into the fast lane and there is much more to cover. Check out the full playlist for more details. Take care and thanks for watching.